Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today I'm going to be shooting this video on my Samsung Galaxy tablet that I just recently got because, as you guys already know, that every time I shoot with that goddamn Sony, every time I shoot with this thing, some weird shit always happens. So I just want to make a normal-ass video just for a change. No weird crap or any of that stuff. No cursed content today, ladies and gentlemen. Just good old Trevon Reid content that I am providing today, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that right, Piranha? Yeah. Well, Piranha, look, I have a package, Piranha. I have a letter. And that letter is... Look, we have hepl on 4K and DVD. Wow, hepl on 4K and DVD, Piranha. Isn't that just like the most amazing thing in the world? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Piranha, after watching that bootleg of hepl on the PBS Kids Playtime pad, is really afraid of Rachel McAdams. But anyways, we have both the DVD, which the DVD, looking at it from this camera, because I'm shooting in 4:3, it's kind of like a bootleg. I don't know why. I get this weird vibe. Let's see, there's the good old spine. And here is the back. It just has that bootleg feel to it. I don't know why. And there are no special features, ladies and gentlemen. And we have the 4K here, which I'm surprised there wasn't a steelbook or any of that stuff for this release. Yeah. There we go. So anyway, though, guys, this is what the DVD looks like for hepl. It's a red disc. And this is what the 4K looks like. It's not fair. It's not fair. Well, Piranha, don't worry. You could come out now. We're not going to watch hepl. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's 7 o'clock, Piranha. Look. Look, that means you're missing Jeopardy, Piranha. Yeah, it's not fair. See, it's not fair. But instead of Jeopardy, I got A Lot Like Love. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. I just don't get it with me. I feel like I'm the most stubborn person in the entire world. So... Actually, I've had this bootleg for a while. I've tried twice to actually sit through this movie, and I can never do it. I just can never do it. I don't know what I see in this movie. Like, to me, I just see this, and I'm just, like, unappealing. I don't know what it is about this movie that I just find so unappealing, ladies and gentlemen, and why I just can't finish it, why I just can't focus on it and such. So I've actually been through this bootleg. I just didn't have the entrance to show you guys this bootleg. And it looks like they got a lot of this from the website or such. And then let's see, well, PG-13 for sexual content, nudity, and language, and PG-13 down here for violence, some disturbing images, thematic material, and language. So I don't know where they got that one from. Not that it really matters, but anyways, here's what the disc looks like. It's very self-explanatory. And we're going to go ahead and put that in the Lightning McQueen player. Now, this doesn't even have the Touchstone logo in the beginning of it, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what it does have? It does have the Play Chapters Previews menu. That's what it definitely has. And... the best part about it is, again, when you click previews, you can't go to them. It's like, it really isn't fair, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. XXX State of the Union and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And let's go to the chapters menu. I mean, it's going to be the same old thing like it always is, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, just for our own amusement, we're just going to look at the chapters menu. Alright. And I can't even play the opening audio because it starts off with Semi-Charmed Life.
I mean, I want a girlfriend. It's first things first, you know?
What things?
Make a plan. Get all my ducks in a line.
You mean ducks in a row?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, I mean ducks in a row.
the bootleg is watchable, I guess, but the movie is really vapid. I don't get it. I feel like a heel when I'm talking shit about a movie like this. I mean, it's just like, you know, I don't get it. I mean, I just feel nothing as I'm watching this film. I mean, I feel like I have some kind of unhinged depression or something. It's like, what am I supposed to get from this? I mean, like, I don't know. It's so nothing. Like, I just don't feel like I'm watching a movie. It just feels like you're looking at a screen, an image. I don't get it. I don't get it. And look, ladies and gentlemen, Catherine Hahn is here to save us, but she was also in that movie, The Last Mimsy, that nobody remembers. It's like, I don't really know what the hell is wrong with me. Like, there's just something about this movie that just does not appeal to me at all. It just doesn't, I just don't get it. It feels like you're looking at a mirror, an unappealing mirror for like an hour and like 32 minutes. I mean, like, it's a movie, it's just like boring. I don't get why, like, what is wrong with me? I don't get this shit. Like, why am I so fucking bored? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure it out, and is it just, like, that I don't like movies? Do I hate films, ladies and gentlemen? And this movie reminds me a lot of is that movie The Vow with Rachel McAdams, which I like Rachel McAdams, but that's my least favorite Rachel McAdams film. Same thing. Just a real plate of boredom and really, like, cliches. Like, there's so many cliches in this movie. I mean, you've seen this movie, like, scraped together from, like, every other film. Like, Beyond Sunset, you know, When Harry Met Sally, all that stuff. It is like the most generic bred romantic comedy like ever fucking made. Like, it is like, you know, Ashton Kutcher has never been that much of an appealing actor to me anyways. I mean, that Q mark is more interesting than anything, is that little Q mark. Yeah, the Q mark was more interesting than anything. But you guys already saw it. You know, why am I showing it again? Because somehow, ladies and gentlemen, somehow, that explains everything, is that Q mark. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, that's because he's inside your stupid cat.
You know, that's terrible.
It makes me wonder why this is even on a bootleg. Like, were people really that excited for this film? This film didn't do very well in the box office, so maybe it was a victim of film piracy. I mean, who knows? I mean, the thing is, you could have saw The Interpreter, like, you could have bootlegged that. Maybe more people were interested in that than this. Alright, I'm going to spoil this movie for you. So the quality has this very blown out look to it as far as the video portion is concerned, and that is very distracting. You know, all the faces and such are all washed out and are very blurry looking. So visually, it's not the greatest way to watch this film at all. The only reason I gave it some kind of props is because the audio quality on this bootleg is not as bad as the video quality. And yep, we got our trailers for XXX State of the Union and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, we're going to watch Scarlett Johansson in the film Lucy. Because I have a bootleg of it. And I have the Blu-ray loaded up here on the Wani. Because the bootleg won't work in the Wani, obviously, ladies and gentlemen. If it's a movie from like 2011 and such, then it won't work in the Wani. And there's the disc. And we're going to put this sucker in the Lightning McQueen. And there we got a trailer for one of the Scorpion King films that don't have Dwayne Johnson in them. I mean, that's how you know it's like direct-to-video when Dwayne Johnson's not in the sequels. But anyways, this has like a different menu style to it. So the setup has both English and Latino audio. And the chapter menu looks like this. 8 chapters looks like. Let me see if I can go back to the chapters menu actually. Let's see. Okay, well it just only has 8 chapters. Only 8 chapters, ladies and gentlemen. And it doesn't seem to have the Universal logo, or maybe somebody's like right in the frame or something like that. There we go. This must be like some international print. And it's so out of focus too. Wow. But we'll come back to that once, you know, we get the movie situated. So in addition to that, the camera has yet to be adjusted fairly well at the beginning of this bootleg. I mean, I guess like they're hiding it for security purposes or such. There we go. I mean, it's like they just keep moving the camera around, you know, so like crazily during these opening titles, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's one of those things where it's like they just can't find a decent position to put the camera in. I mean, I wonder if it's like that throughout the bootleg. If it is, then that's quite a disorienting experience to watch this film when the camera's just glowing Cloverfield everywhere. So it's very obvious that this bootleg of Lucy is 100% inferior to the Blu-ray. I mean, it's not even close to even DVD quality. I mean, like, looking at it, I mean, the audio isn't terrible, but the visuals are not only incredibly washed out, which really underestimates the visual qualities of this film, as referenced here on the Blu-ray, playing on the Wani, but it also is out of focus too. So it has a lot of blur to it and distortion towards the picture. Definitely not a great way to watch this film, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, for a lot of the VFX in this film, they're not really presented very well on the bootleg DVD. You know, just actually makes the experience a little bit more uncanny, I guess. Like, the action set pieces are visible in this film, you know, you can definitely make it out. I was expecting the frame rate to definitely dial down, but you feel very, like, soulless as you're watching this bootleg. Not because it's illegal, just because you know you could be getting a better picture. So, you know, and maybe some people are like, well, Trevon, of course it's not going to look as good as the Blu-ray, but the thing is, it's like, even for like a shot in the theaters bootleg, there has to be some kind of standard, right? And one of the best things is near the end of the film, you can see a guy's head, like right in front of the screen. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, pretty self-explanatory on that bootleg. Comments about like Godzilla and Godzilla Final Wars on German bootleg DVD, and I don't have Godzilla Final Wars on German bootleg DVD, but you know what I do have here from Spidey? I know this is a part of Spidey's collection, is this bootleg of Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, and Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. It's a still from the 2002 Scooby-Doo film. And then here's the spine. It says Scooby-Doo and Santa Claus 2. So, Santa Claus 2 is on here? Is Santa Claus 2 on here, Spidey? If it's not, then I'm going to have to talk to you. I'm going to have to interrogate you, Spidey. All your weird shenanigans going around here. And this is really weird here, this back. It's like the Mystery Machine, but then they just added a picture of Scooby-Doo right there. And then there's this guy on like the side of the mystery van. And I know that this is like some kind of still shot probably from one of the movies, but that's just weird that like they just put this random still of Scooby right there. And then here's the disc. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo 2, and Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, but no Santa Claus 2. It's weird that it said Santa Claus 2. Alright, we're going to put this in the Wani, actually. I'm assuming it'll work just fine in the Wani. I mean, I wonder if this is Wani protected or whatever. Spidey. And look at this menu. Wow, it's a different menu for a change. Okay, so if I hit next, that's the only menu. So we have Scooby-Doo, the movie, in quotation marks, the movie, which is in quotation marks. I don't know why. Scooby-Doo, or Scooby 2, and Scooby and the Witch's Ghost. Alright, let's just hit play, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look! And it crashed! Wow, it crashed! Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so I click, and it's the DVD menu for Scooby-Doo 2002. I never had this on DVD. I had this movie on VHS. You know, different experiences. It's crazy how many VHSs I had as a kid. Like, I was a VHS kid. Y'all had, like, Finding Nemo on DVD, and, like, you had, like, Spider-Man on DVD. You had all those features. You know, it's like, no, I didn't get that. You had to wait till the end of the tape to get all the good stuff. You know? It's like the best feature on the VHS of, like, on the VHS of Finding Nemo is the Disney Cruise commercial. And I always love the variant here, by the way. Good old logo variants. Yeah, it looks like it's just the first Scooby-Doo film on this DVD. I mean, I guess the purpose of this is that, hey, instead of putting in, like, one disc, you know, or instead of putting in, like, 2 discs, you put it in on 1 disc. I don't really know. I mean, I guess unless you didn't have these movies. And in case you guys are wondering, on none of these movies, there's really nothing surprising on the end credits at all. I mean, for the second movie, we just already go to the movie itself, and then... Okay, well, it starts off with the part of the...
Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, coming up next. Give me 4!
Of the HBO Family promo, and then started the movie. But again, nothing at the end credits, ladies and gentlemen. What a waste. But I guess maybe this bootleg serves some kind of purpose, right? Well, Piranha delivered another bootleg for me. Good old Keanu Reeves in Matrix Reloaded, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for sure, at this point, this late in Trevon Reid's history, this has to be Matrix Reloaded. I mean, with the way that this video is going, I'm pretty sure this could be anything, but, you know, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Now, does it? And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The good old, generic blue background bootleg. Play feature. And we got a blue screen right there and a person walking in the frame and the exit sign on the left side of the image, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it. I mean, it's a great indication. And the audio keeps cutting in and out. Alright, so as far as the bootleg is concerned, while this bootleg is definitely not an accurate representation of how the Matrix visual style definitely is appealing on most home video formats like DVD and Blu-ray and 4K and such, even VHS, You know, I mean, we enter bootleg here, but, you know, on bootleg, it definitely looks very pixelated. You know, I know this is on the Wani, so it's definitely a higher screen than some of those older screens. But if I were to shrink the image, it would look halfway decent. It's almost like watching this film on like a 2003 laptop or something like that. I mean, that's really what it's like, ladies and gentlemen. It's like you're living in the past watching this movie on this bootleg DVD. But yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely the most preferred way to watch this bootleg of The Matrix Reloaded, is in shrunken down video quality. I mean, it's still a watchable bootleg regardless, actually, which is crazy to say because normally I'm a lot more harsher about bootleg DVDs than, you know, most of you people out there are. Loving it, Piranha. Alright, so the DVD of National Treasure is in the Lightning McQueen DVD player, but going into the Wani is the bootleg of National Treasure, which came out the same weekend as the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which I can't believe. Like, that's like the biggest miracle in the entire world. It's like you get a little Squidward and Nicolas Cage in the same weekend, and a plain white disc. Alright, so the plain white disc will go in the Wani. But let's see if we can definitely play a little game of compare and contrast. So, for compare and contrast, we have the original DVD of National Treasure. Basically, this bootleg, it pretty much has the same poster art, but it just doesn't have that vibrant, embossed look to it. It just doesn't have that look to it, and if it did, then definitely this would get points, but the good old, you know, unofficial look just doesn't really do justice for National Treasure's appeal, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's the back here. And here's the back here for the DVD. Again, way more of an appeal. Way more. I'm pretty sure, like, the demo DVD has way more appeal than the bootleg does. It's all about appeal, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, think about it. If you were to have both of these DVDs at your house right now, which one would you assume is the real one? I assume it's this one. You know, I'm going to go with this one, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it has to be. I mean, it has this song. It has this song by Bubba Sparxx. So going on to the bootleg, it doesn't even have the Walt Disney Pictures logo before it. That's not fair. Where's the audio? And this doesn't even have THX on it. I'm actually really impressed, Piranha. I mean, I'm just barely into the bootleg, and I'm already making a big deal about the video quality comparison. I mean, I don't know what's sadder, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. Okay, well, there's a lot of things, I guess, that are worse in the world than watching National Treasure on a bootleg DVD instead of watching it on a real thing. But I mean, just look at it. Just look. I don't know what's going on with the bootleg. I don't know if people are walking out of the theater or people just coming into the theater. Just all of a sudden, you just saw a bunch of heads right in the frame. Person getting up. Look at them. They look like zombies. Like zombies. I mean, it's just so scary seeing those people unhinged, seeing those people just walk in the frame. Like, they look like zombies. Like, is anybody excited to see National Treasure with Nicolas Cage? Look at her with her bag. Look at that lady. She's like, look at this lady with her bag. I mean, I wonder what her day was like, man. Like, she does not, like, nobody walking in the frame looks that excited about seeing National Treasure. I mean, I feel like I had just maybe the least bit of enthusiasm for watching National Treasure than any of these people did. Look at them. I mean, look, these people are all old and stuff. You know, these people don't remember this experience. Look at this person just walking in the theater. Do you think that person knows that they're on a bootleg DVD, that somebody has their camera out right now, right now filming this? I mean, like, these people, they just look so miserable. I mean, like, are you not excited about National Treasure? Did you really want to see that SpongeBob movie? Did you really want to go see it?
I broke a shoelace this morning.
Or did your friend, you know, just not want to see it at all? I mean, look at this lady with, like, her bag or whatever it is. I guess sneaking food in the theater. You know, you'll get in trouble for that. You can't sneak food in the theaters.
Shall we turn around and go home? Or we could pull over and just throw them out here.
You know, with her head right there. I mean, it's just so unhinged to me. You just see all these heads, or this couple just laying in the frame. It's like, man, you gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. So not only in terms of its visuals, but also in terms of its audio, it definitely doesn't compare to the DVD.
I hate that guy.
Hey, Rebecca. Do you have a Paul Brown on that list?
Paul Brown? No, not here.
Just compared to the DVD, I mean, the bootleg just really doesn't hold a candle to the DVD in these cases, but the bootleg does make for a slightly watchable presentation of National Treasure. I have a lot of speech impediments today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Jerry Bruckheimer Productions logo on the Lightning McQueen player in full action. I mean, it's the best I can do, I guess. You know? Okay, I'm going to see if I can play this game here, because I think somebody's going to ask me about it. So first, we gotta find the key and the master code. Alright, so I guess I have to go through the DVD case to find the code, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's the National Treasure logbook. It's out of focus right now. There we go. It says, use this logbook to begin your quest for clues that will unlock all of the mysteries of hidden bonus features. Wow, so we're going on a treasure hunt to look for some bonus features, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, is it anywhere on here? Like, is the clue just anywhere on the case? So that way you didn't have to go through all of the DVD features and shit. Oh, look. Look, let's solve these riddles, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull some Most Def and Will Hunting shit right here. Spoiler, significant clue revealed. Do not read this if you want to find the secret key on your own. Like, this is like the DVD to Memento. Just give me the freaking bonus features, you pricks. Jeez Louise, I don't want to have to play a game, you know? And people say, like, technology today is so annoying and shit, but it's like, just, come on. So, obviously it's 3. Alright, let me be fucking Most Def here. Look at me, like 2 plus 2 plus 5. Wow. 2 plus 2 plus 5. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, is it not 9? Is it not 9? You know, my Channel 9 here in Southern California is this channel called KCal9. It's something I look back at very fondly. And wow, 4 plus 1 plus 2. 4 plus 1 plus 2 is 7. Alright. So we submitted the key and found Verizon bonus. Wow, Verizon bonus? Wow, that was like the clue was for some commercials. That's like some Illuminati right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see Verizon trailer. I mean, I guess like instead of just, you know, actually putting it as like a actual bonus feature, you know, you just have to solve the riddle just to get that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, just to get the Verizon trailer.
Can you hear me now?
You know, with the Verizon guy. Yeah, it never stopped working. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't even have Verizon anymore.
Let me show you what real power looks like. You can try.
It's like a reality game show, ladies
one
and
of the
gentlemen.
world's first writing systems, like
Right symbol for this letter. Wow.
hey, you got it. This image
Oh,
represents the sound
I
of the
got
letter
it.
B. And check
Awesome.
it out. Both of the B's filled in. Progress. Try the next letter.
Alright, so obviously we're looking for an E. May I have a vowel?
Excellent. You found the correct hieroglyph for the letter E.
Yes,
You
I
did good.
definitely can
Why don't
have
we
a
move on to
vowel.
the
Thank
next
you
letter?
very much.
Because I'm going to take it away in just a
Okay,
moment.
so this is
Here I
the
go.
second part of the
5,
game, actually.
4, 3,
This one
2,
is a
1.
bit of a struggle. Because now you don't have all those hieroglyphics anymore. So now you're kind of shooting in the dark, trying to remember which ones went to which letter. And they're all spread around. So it's up to you to figure out what the
You're
next
close.
letter is.
Use the key icon if you need a little help. Keep going.
I mean, I'll be honest, like, as a DVD game, it's definitely better. I'm having a lot more fun with this than any of the stuff I did on the zoos. Which is kind of weird that I'm saying that, but to be honest, like, this
You got
actually
it. It's an eye.
feels like there's a
The
little bit
riddle
of
starting to
challenge,
make sense yet. Try this
and it
next
feels like it
image.
isn't as condescending to play as the zoos. It is very easy for the most part, mostly because you do have a cheat code here, and you can just click that here, and
Use
then
the
basically you
key
can see
or
all the little,
hieroglyphic alphabet.
like,
Take a good
hieroglyphics
look,
and such.
because I'm going to
I mean,
take it
honestly,
away
if all
in
you
just a
do is
moment.
just take a
Here
picture
we
of
go.
it,
5,
you know,
4, 3, 2,
like
1.
an instant picture of it, then you really don't even need to worry about it. So one of the things about this game that I do think is a bit bullshit is that you need a Y here to spell Liberty Bell, but instead of having a Y on display, they trick you. So this symbol right here, this hieroglyphic, means 2 letters, which it's this one, obviously. But again, because there's no Y on the thing, you have to select I. Because you get it? Because Y and I sound alike. You see what I mean? Educational, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the whole first word. I bet you're getting close to solving the riddle if you haven't already.
You know, there's something about this whole thing that feels
Here comes the next puzzle.
just a little ironic to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's another thing I hate, those little snap things. What's the point? The DVD shuts fine just without those. Break them the fuck off.
I knew you could do it.
No help is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this guessing game is kind of like some of those,
Hey,
like,
look, that means nothing.
I Spy
Pick another grill.
DVDs, where it's like you have to look for like an icon, or you have to look for like an item or something like that. And I've never been good at these, ladies and gentlemen.
Probably not this one. Try
Just
again.
not my favorite kind of thing to do, this portion of the game. And I think this is like the last like riddle or whatever.
This doesn't seem to mean anything. Select again, okay?
And then the guy starts giving you shit if you start screwing up, so that always makes it fun, right? And I'll give it this, it is cleverly designed, which does add to the challenge factor of it. Never underestimate the power of challenge when you're making a game, and challenge doesn't always have to be, you know, super crippling, but it can be also a bit, you know, fun. Because challenge does add to the experience, and the way of actually having to figure it out definitely makes you feel something. Because even this is a bit challenging. It's like, okay, well, finally we got onto the last one. And maybe in hindsight, that's how they wanted you to play this DVD interactive feature anyways.
You mastered all 3 decoding devices and unlocked the hidden message. I'm not sure what this message means, but it looks like a code of some sort. You better write it down in case you need it for later. Select this when you're ready to move on. Once again, great job, people.
Alright, so we got 0421. So 0421, I don't know where I have to put that in. Anybody ever get freaked out by these? I'm just curious. I actually used to get freaked out by the music. These give me a very eerie vibe, and I can't describe it to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the next bootleg we have here is for Home on the Range, a movie that I've never seen in my entire life, and because it's a Disney movie, it's obviously going to go into the Lightning McQueen player. Otherwise, I mean, it would just go into any other DVD player. And yes, I actually did pay $5 for this, ladies and gentlemen. And there's wallpaper from, you know, like desktop wallpaper right there. And then text that you can barely read right here. And then on the bottom it has the Good Boy ear, as I like to call it. You even see the goodboy.com icon right there. And plain white disc. I almost, you know, named this video Plain White Disc. But here's the thing. This is the very first time I'm going to do a comparison with a DVD and streaming, because Home on the Range is on Disney Plus. If I can find it. There we go. Alright, so the bootleg has the generic blue logo, or the Garfield menu as I always call it. Gotta love the static. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take very long to really understand why this bootleg of Home on the Range is a poor way to watch this film. It just underestimates any and all visual quality in terms of this film, as far as the visuals are concerned, but even as far as the audio is concerned, because even the audio on this bootleg is not very good. It's very, like, it's got that, like, scratchy, like, sound to it, that acoustic sound. It's like you can still hear it, and you can still visually watch it, but it also leaves a lot to be desired for, ladies and gentlemen. And here's a compare and contrast of how subtitles are utilized, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, sadly, there isn't a whole bunch I could say about this bootleg of Home on the Range. I mean, really, like I've mentioned before, and I'm not going to mention it to ad nauseum, but the video quality here definitely is inferior to what you could be watching on a better source of Home on the Range. I mean, it's really sad when streaming, like, takes an upper hand in the physical media department, even for an illegal DVD, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I guess unless if you just, like, love this movie and you want to watch this on, like, a bootleg, then sure. You get it, gentlemen and ladies. Alright, gentlemen and ladies, next we're going to watch Hot Pursuit, starring Vergara and Witherspoon. This came out in 2015, so that means we can't watch this sucker on the Wani. But we can watch it on the Galaxy tablet, because it's on Amazon Prime. Alright, and then there's the back there. Jim Gaffigan's in this movie. So that means it has to be worth watching. And this is on a Phillips disc, this movie. A Sid Phillips disc. Sid Phillips CDI. How about that one, ladies and gentlemen?
It's your choice to go after what's yours and help restore that pigment with a steroid-free cream.
Oh look, it's that same menu from the Puss in Boots bootleg.
As it may lower your ability to fight it. Tell your doctor if you have or had an infection.
See if I can go to chapters.
B or C, blood clots in legs or lungs, heart attack, stroke, cancer, high cholesterol.
And this menu seems like it's pretty easy to navigate. I was afraid it was going to be one of those like really annoying ones, like the Dino Time bootleg. And I accidentally selected play, and I can already tell it looks like they blocked something out on the upper right of the screen, and it's definitely cropped out here because you can't even see the full titles. So let's see if I go back to menu. Let's see if I can try to look through the rest of the chapters, because we got like 40 seconds before this is on Prime, ladies and gentlemen.
Even in these inhumane conditions. I'm on fire.
Alright, let's see. How many more chapters do we have? 9 chapters. 12 chapters. Okay, this is actually pretty expansive as far as how many chapters are on this DVD bootleg. But this definitely for sure is shot in the theater. 17 chapters. That's really impressive. Alright. I'm disappointed that didn't have the same music like the Puss in Boots bootleg when you clicked it, but I guess it's better. That way you don't have a jump scare and such. Like, it's not even day and night comparing both of the bootlegs. It really is just a matter of the fact that this is just a way better image than anything that this bootleg can possibly give you, ladies and gentlemen. Especially because on the right, like upper right of the screen, there's this like icon that's been blocked out. So, being that that icon has been blocked out, and also with the, you know, combined efforts of having subtitles on the screen, and also having the image be just as washed out and lacking in color clarity, and really making everything seem very blown out and blurry, it really makes for an underwhelming presentation of this 2015 action comedy with Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara in it. If this was like a 2003 bootleg, then the audio would be very good, but the audio isn't that great. This is a 2015 bootleg, and the audio is just as good as this. It's like incredibly disappointing.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that means thanks for saving my life and your robot. Let me tell you something, she's my tiny.
Yeah, you gotta love that guy's head in the way. I always associate the song Black Betty with that Spider-Man Flash game, ladies and gentlemen. That's like one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. But, yeah, I mean, you definitely know where the quality is at in these cases, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this just speaks for itself. I mean, there is like no shame to it.
Oh, I'm sure you did. That's disgusting.
Somebody's getting Cooper. Alright, cut it out.
Dude, where's my movie? Remember this? It doesn't even have the whole movie on it. Gosh, darn it.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't let the fact that I have a little kuka get on the way of my DVD. One second.
Other than that,
2003, so obviously it definitely came out, you know, a year after the film Ghost Ship came out.
and Reese Witherspoon doing a really shitty Hollywood director.
Yeah, with Sofia Vergara, it was everything I hate about her character.
And they put FBI warning. So maybe this isn't like a bootleg. Maybe this is like one of those where it's just like an international DVD or something like that. You know. Oh wow, it's got the Dolby Digital logo on bootleg. That's cool. That's weird. So I gotta hit enter on the DVD remote. And this music definitely wasn't even in the movie. This is a weird menu. What does extras entitle us? Come on, extras. Okay, so extras, you get the trailer, you get photo gallery. Alright, let's see what the trailer entitles us.
They were 7 kids on a school field trip.
Oh, because the movie's called Ghost Ship, so this isn't even a bootleg. This is just some other, like, movie named Ghost Ship. I don't know. What do you think, Piranha? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this bootleg of Shark Tale, which has the Disney Espanol logo on it, which, obviously this isn't a Disney film, so why would they put that logo on there? Well, I guess just to give it some kind of marquee value. In DTS and Dolby Digital Audio Collectors Shark Tale Edition. Special features right here. Original featurette, theatrical trailer. Nice, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what the disc looks like. It's very self-explanatory. Alright, so this is definitely an international print of Shark Tale, because they don't even have the cast list on the bootleg. Definitely builds suspense. Obviously with the warnings, more brighter display here. Unless if I like zoom into the camera here, definitely doesn't make this bootleg look any better than it already doesn't. But I'd still say it's definitely better to watch than what is here on the cubby, and that here the picture is coming from a VHS source, and it's obviously very distorted because of that. And I always liked how they used this same song in Megamind, but it's one of those things where no matter which source you look at it on, it just can't compare to the original thing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you know, even if you had Shark Tale on VHS, it looks better than what these two bootlegs have to offer. I mean, even Shark Tale on VCD looks better than this. I mean, I know people are going to be like, well, come on, Trevon, it doesn't look that bad here. Yeah, the warning doesn't look that bad compared to what the cubby has. Which, I mean, this is clearly just like a VHS, like, rip. So it obviously is a lot more distorted just because of that fact alone. Which is probably weird, because it's probably like they sourced it from a DVD and then recorded it onto a VHS, and then somebody made a digital of it. It's like, I guess if you just love Shark Tale that much. Well, you know what's weird is, like, even though like the opening credits don't have the cast list, the closing credits still has the cast list on it, on this bootleg. It's weird is that, okay, so we got Garfield menu on the Sprout Cubby. That's the closest we'll ever see that menu on there, since you can't play a DVD on it. What's weird is, like, there's actually, like, 2 minutes left on this bootleg, and it's just 2 minutes of black screen, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess you just have to use your imagination to figure out, you know, what you could be getting in those 2 minutes. And nothing crazy at all about that ending, ladies and gentlemen. So somebody on the internet wants me to make fun of this person named Chiarey-Chan. I don't know why. I mean, why do you want me to make fun of a person like this? Let's watch their intro. Okay, it's just like a generic intro. I don't really do intros, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I just never really got into doing an intro or like an intro logo or anything like that. You know, so this is definitely a lot more inspired than what I do. That's why all my videos just start off, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you already clicked on it. You don't really need an introduction. I mean, you people out there don't need to know Trevon Reid. You know, like, there's probably like people out there who watch my videos casually, don't even subscribe, and that's great too. It's like heaven. This gives me Nintendo DS vibes. I don't know why. God, how long does this go on? Yeah, that's why. 58 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need 58 seconds of the same exact intro over and over. My favorite TV show intro of all time is the X-Men cartoon. Alright. I mean, besides my first intro made while I was bored. Wow, okay. I mean, just think about if you were to, like, turn on a video game or when you go to the movies. Alright, is the DeviantArt where it's at? Is the DeviantArt the stuff that I need to look at? Is that the stuff you...
What are some of the most dangerous combinations on the planet?
But do I need to look...
Dynamite and a lighter,
where's that coming from?
opioids and alcohol.
Oh, that's where it's coming from. I still gotta figure this thing. Anyways, I mean, I guess you want me to make fun of this person. I mean, with their DeviantArt, what is this, like fetish? I don't care, ladies and gentlemen. You know why I don't care? Because there's a lot of better things you can care about online, ladies and gentlemen. You know, a lot of better things. It's like, hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say ladies and gentlemen all the time. I'm gonna tell you something. Just as a physical media collector, something that just I get very sick and tired of. Hey guys. Hey guys. That's why I say ladies and gentlemen all the time. Because every, like, physical media collector, whatever, always says, hey guys. That's why I say, that's why ladies and gentlemen is what I say all the time. I'm sorry, but, you know what, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Welcome to my DeviantArt account. My name is Sira. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably pronouncing it all wrong and shit. I like drawing. I'm a girl. Okay, well, that means I really can't make fun of you. I mean, September 2005, it's like, you know. I mean, what am I supposed to get from this? Like what? This Foster's Home fan art? Teamy Telly hugs Blue. I mean, with a name like Teamy Telly, I don't really want to know what that character really is from or what that character is. I mean, what, do you really want me to do this? I mean, like this Powerpuff Girls. Oh, no, that's not Powerpuff Girls. It looks like Powerpuff Girls. Bluey and Pinky, is that like a human? Yeah, humanized Blue and Pinky. I don't know what you people want from this. I don't even want this. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the art style, but I don't really have great artistic capabilities either, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not Robert Close or like, you know, like Bill Watterson or something like that. You know, I can't draw all that well. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to understand that, like, you know, just because I did a video on, like, Trolls Band Together Fan 2001 means that I'm going to talk about every single little, like, thing in the world and do more hate-filled videos, because to me, there's a lot of other things in the world that we can talk about, you know, of any sort of capacity, and I can possibly bore you guys with. I can review every single video in this, like, video thing than do more DeviantArt garbage, ladies and gentlemen. It's not worth my time, you know, so I'm sorry to those who really want that kind of content from me, but, you know, I think, you know, there's just a lot of better things I can worry about my entire life than worry about what's going on in the interwebs, which is why I tend to stay away from them. So, you know, that's another Trevon Reid PSA, I guess. I think we're going to end the video. You know, thank you all for watching this video. I thought that this video definitely could have been a little longer, but I think it's already long enough. But Piranha, what are you doing? Piranha, I just want to end the video. You know, I mean, it kind of stinks to have to end the video, but I'm doing this for mental health reasons. I mean, I'm not going to do like a two-parter or anything like that. In fact, I'm thinking about returning that Samsung Galaxy. It's just been, you know, oh, why you drop Spider-Man, Piranha? What do you want me to look at? Oh, look. Spider-Man City Raid on the Samsung Galaxy tablet. Will it work? I'm going to turn the lights off. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights. No way. It actually works. You got to be kidding me. This is like Nintendo DS shit right here, man. Unbelievable. And I died. This makes the zoo seem like a petty compliment in comparison, especially because I keep dying over and over again. All right.
Right now, we're in the most remote place on Earth. This was the northernmost jumping off point for fishing in the Bering Sea. These northern crab, it means $60 million for the fleet. And when you're talking about fishing in the north, there is no forgiveness.
Whoa, hang on!
We're talking shallower waters and bigger waves. And sub-zero temperatures. But we gotta chart a new strategy. Fight through the pain.